2023 is almost here, and it feels like the 2022 just started for me. Is it just me? I don't know. But I think this year has been a very impactful year on my life. It's definitely taught me some important things that I didn't expect. But the biggest thing that has happened this year for me, at least, is that I graduated high school. Um, it's and I have to learn how to do adult things, I guess. But I it just went by so quick, and I didn't expect it to be. And now the 2023 is around the corner. It's just going to be as quick as it gets. It's just going to be as quick as it was before. So I've decided to make this video to pinpoint what am I going to do next? What is going to be my future? And like to to look back on, the past and see what I've actually progressed through this year. So I'm hoping that I could do something like that. Now I normally don't make videos like this. It's very strange for me to even start this. I'm in my house with my mom right now because there's a blizzard going on outside, and it might be why you hear all the racket out there. But I'm going to try to do the best I can in this video. I might make more if I get more comfortable with this. And I know when I look back at this, I'm going to cringe like hell. But it's not starting with new things, and I'm open for trying new things on my channel. I'm not really trying to stick to a formula. I just want to have fun. And if people come across my video, then that's good, I guess. I apologize if I'm really bad at this and very unprofessional. It's my first time, and I at least want to try to get comfortable, so the first time is always going to be awkward. When I look back on 2022 throughout the past year, yeah, it has been probably one of my most important years. Not only did I graduate, I learned how to drive, and it's very scary. At this point in time, I'm very scared to go on the road, and every time I turn, I always get, my heart just jumps, and I don't know how to fix that, but I'm pretty sure soon, once I get used to it, I'm gonna, be a breeze at it. It's just, right now, I'm terrified that I'm going to die on the road. I know that I've already made some people upset. With driving, you're bound to upset people, and you can't really control that. I know earlier in this year I did my senior project, which, if you're not where I come from and you don't do senior projects, which lucky you, it's a big project that your English class prepares you to do for you to graduate. It's a large project that you research and study for. You make an entire paper and a presentation, stuff like that, and you have to practice and practice rigorously so you can get this good grade. Luckily, I did it on my first try, though I was super nervous. But I managed to pass first try along with my friends, and I feel great for that. I didn't have to have that weight off my shoulder anymore. I know during the week, a lot of us were stressed, we were panicking, but now that I look back at it, it's not as bad as I thought it was. I tend to make things up in my mind, like they're much more scarier than I think they are, but it's really not. This summer, I had my first job, which was babysitting. Though I don't really think I'm the best at it, I at least did it for the first time, and I had some experience, and it's definitely different than I thought it would be. I could have done some things better. I didn't know what to do. It was my first time, and I don't blame myself for that. I just wish I felt a little more prepared while I did that. And one of the biggest things that I feel like that impacted me probably most throughout the year was that my art is improved, and I'm getting better at storytelling, or at least my friend Anarchist is helping me with that. It's just, I want my stories to be heard through to other people, and I think I'm finally starting to reach the point where some people are kind of interested, and it actually makes me get all giddy inside. It's just this story that I've been working on with my friend is probably the biggest thing, and I probably plan on doing more of it in the future because I still have a large list of things that I want to do for them. I'm adding more characters to the story. We're adding more characters to the story, and it's just insane. And I couldn't have done it without Anarchist because she suggested to me that one day this was for a Deltarune AU. This entire thing is for a Deltarune AU, and she suggested that what if there were characters based on the tarot cards, and I just went along with it. It took me a while to complete all my characters. Not to mention, Anarchist helped me design some of them. So I don't think I could have done it without her. So I'm very thankful that she helped me with this story, and now that we're at the end of 2023, it's almost been an entire year for some of the characters. I know Muriel's probably a year old by now. It's insane to me. I can't believe it flew here so quickly. But some characters are about to reach the 1 year point, and I'm blown away. And we're still hyperfixated on these characters, and I wish that we will still forever be hyperfixated. Obviously, right now we can focus on some other things like mystery and dungeon inspired AU for Pokemon, and other AUs that involve the Lightners of the Delta world. So it's crazy to me. But this video isn't really about me looking at the past, trying to reminisce what I've done. There have been some bad mishaps that have happened throughout the year, but you're bound to face them whenever they pop up. I can't really control it, but I can't do anything about it. But my goal here in this video is to put down what I want to do for next year. Maybe have like a little time capsule so I can see and look back to it and understand what I can improve on. And if I don't do these goals within this year, then I can do them for next year. It's not like a hard thing. I do have a few goals, but I think I can manage to get through all of them in a year. Some didn't manage to get into my list for this video because some of them are actually really personal and for me only, but I put down a few at least that would help me improve for next year and work on making myself better. For the first one, it's my online goals, which I plan to getting this out of the way first because it has the most that I want to talk about in here. Number one definitely is background art. I struggle with backgrounds extremely. I'm more of a I'm not really a character designer, but a character artist, I guess. I've tried to design characters throughout the year, but over the year I think I've greatly decreased. Though my friends say that the characters look amazing and lovely, I don't think I'm satisfied with them, so I understand that. So I'm more of a person that draws characters. I mean, if you see the background, don't mind the fact of what he looks like. I'm a person that just draws characters and poses, and I feel more comfortable with that. But with backgrounds, I have barely any experience. I know some perspective. I kind of know how to draw objects, but if you looked at my recent photo, I might put it on screen here, is my Pantalone scene, and I feel like I could have done way better on it because, I don't know, I look at it and I'm just like, it doesn't look how I imagined it to be, and I'm a little disappointed at that. Maybe I can improve on it in the future, but I don't know exactly how. I want to learn how to draw inanimate objects better and how to put them in the background to make it feel more lively, feel more lived in. And it's hard. I'm just more of I'm a person that draws characters more than inanimate objects. And it's quite difficult, but I want to improve on that. And with moving the backgrounds out of the way, what I also want to improve on is perspective art. I tend to make stills like the one that you see in the background. It's just where you see the entire body, and they're not. I wanted to do more dynamic posing in other drawings. It's difficult. I gotta learn how to make that better. I want to make perspectives like where it looks like, maybe like the characters squishing the screen with their foot and you could see their head in the background. And I don't know. It sounds really cool. And I want to do it, but I have to practice more and I don't feel like I'm experienced enough. And it, like, I see all these beautiful pieces of work and they're all like, most of them are perspective. And I'm just like, I want to do that. So, yeah. Common thing I was asked when I was live streaming my art streams is that, are the Arcana a web series? And now, when I think about that again, maybe they can be. Not now, obviously, because I haven't really done any like comics or videos, well, other than animatics for them. But it's just short and just funny. It's a funny meme. Now that I look back at it, I think I wanted to do is just I think I do want to like make a comic for them, or at least short comics that I see on Twitter. Like, they're not whole entire stories, but they're just like little things that happen so you can see the characters' personalities and whatnot. I'm not the best at making comics, and when I was on Ibis, it didn't give me a lot of comic options. You had to make the thing yourself. But now that I have Fire Alpaca, like, I could like get a template and like maybe have the correct font that everyone uses in their comics, so it can actually look readable and it looks nice to look at. And I want people to see these characters. I want them to see them grow and become like these fully fledged things. And maybe a comic might actually help with that. Oh boy, the next thing that I have on my goal might be one of the bigger ones that I plan on doing. I don't expect to complete this one completely, but maybe at least one. I want to try to do at least 3 animation memes within the year. I see a lot of artists on YouTube. I actually am subscribed on to some of them. They make meme animatics or meme animations of their characters, and they're just so pretty. And I look at all of them, and ever since, like, my most popular video here is an animation meme, but it's not good. It's not good at all. It's not good at all. And I look back at it and I'm just like, why? Why do you have the most views? You're not that good. I used Ibis for that, and I used, I don't know what else actually, I don't really remember, but it's not good. A lot of my animation memes are made on my tablet, and they're not good at all because I never really had help with them. I never really had any program to help me make these things. Now that I have a better computer, I think it's possible for me for once. I can actually do this, and it makes me giddy, and I want to do these in the future. I want to make at least 3, so I can at least have more content on my channel, be more frequent, and at least people get engaged in what I like. Another one of my big goals this year includes streaming more games and have fun, actually, with the streams. Like, I am having fun with the streams already. I love talking to you guys, but I think like having games or something actually might keep you more engaged, and you might stay longer, and you might, I don't know, maybe you'll like it more instead of me just drawing and chatting. I did finally get a capture card for my Switch, and I hope that in the future I can stream it. It's probably going to be soon. As of now, I'm recording this right before Christmas, but I think after Christmas I could definitely do that. I think it's definitely possible. Not to mention stream more games on the computer. I've been trying to get Spore to work, but I don't know why it's not working. I'll have to look into that, but I'll try to look and see what other games that we could do. I know that I've said it over and over again in my streams, but the one main game that we do plan on streaming is that once chapters 3, 4, and 5 for Deltarune get announced and for the release date, we are going to do a marathon here where we're going to play through chapters 1 and 2, theorize about some things, talk about our AU, and actually, have a great time. I plan on streaming it with Anarchist, and I'm very excited. Speaking of streaming with others, the next thing that I really want to do for my streams, at least for the next year, is that I want to stream with more friends. I know that they might be actually interested. I don't have a lot of viewers, but I hope that they actually enjoy us playing together on a stream. It's one of my dreams, and I love seeing other YouTubers live stream with their friends, and they actually have such a great time. And I wish that I could do that too. I just don't know if they're shy or not, so I'm a little nervous to ask myself. But if you're watching this, please, if you're considering on playing with me on some of the games that we do, I would be more than happy to do that. I figured out how to do the Discord PNG thing, so we could put that on stream and it would work lovely. And I'm so excited. Another goal I have in mind for next year is making small videos like this for myself. I don't know if it's going to be small, but it's something that I might want to do more, because I actually listen to people in these types of YouTube videos, and I like seeing what they talk about. And maybe you'd like to see what I talk about too. So far, it's actually been kind of fun. I plan on making little sprites. You'll probably see them with me, talking right now. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. And finally, one of my last goals that I have for at least my online goals is that I want to finish all of my Arcana. So far that we finished all of the Imp Arcana. We have some of their backstories, and we have things planned for them. But the next one's the Cherubs, or the Mauler monitors. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably saying it wrong. Anarchist is going to correct me later. I know she will. But we want to complete them. So far, I have about 7 Cherubs and no Malwares. And, Anarchist is mainly the one designing them, and I probably should get on the fact that I should be designing them. I've been waiting for a commission, so, for one of them, so I hope that I get that soon. But I want to finish my Cherubs. I want to finish my Mauler ones too. I have no Mauler ones, actually. Anarchist, she actually finished the first one, which was the Fool. Her name's Callisto, and she's a little bomb. She's so cute. And I just want to complete them, because maybe by the end of the year I'd have them all, and I'd actually be satisfied with myself. Don't know if I will complete it all, but we'll see when we get there. Now, the next category of goals is actually some of my personal goals, and I really hope I don't get judged for this, because, these are stuff that I want to improve on, and in my actual life, and it's not even all of them, because, I was too scared to put them all, because I feel like they're way too personal, but I think I could talk about a few of these. The first one includes, for when I'm going into college next year, which is actually next month. I'm starting college, and I'm actually a little afraid, because I hope that I really do well. My goal here is actually try hard in college to get good grades, and I do. I'm not saying that, in high school, I did try my best, but I was very demotivated. I didn't have any reason. I didn't feel like any reason to really do a lot of the things. I did my work, but it was really half-assed. I tried, but I felt like I didn't get anywhere. And it's probably gonna, push me back a little bit in college, and I hate that, but I want to actually be decent. I want to work on my work. I want to do this. And I want to make the most out of the money that we're doing. Because I at least want to make my family proud, and I hope I stick by this rule. Earlier I mentioned that I was very scared about driving, which, yeah, I am. But one of my personal goals here is drive to better places to get better by myself. Because while I was driving, we didn't really learn to drive anywhere else other than my grandparents. And, like, you're gonna be in more places than your grandparents, definitely. But it's just, I felt like I was a little inexperienced, even though I took more classes than anyone else. I drove around the city. I drove through some back roads, but never like really places that I wanted to go. The only place I really drove where I wanted to, without my parents, was like the mall, and I was scared to death. I know it's before Christmas, and I have to drive to my dad's, so I have to get used to it. Damn, like, I at least want to get better with this. I want to improve on this, so I don't feel as scared on the road anymore. One of my goals for this is clean my room. Keep my room clean, that's a normal goal, isn't it? Keep your room clean. I have cans everywhere in my room. I have wrappers, wires, clothing. It's not the best way of living. It's the only way I can, but I want to at least keep it clean. Keep it clean, try to keep it organized, because once it's organized, I can, figure out where some things go. In a mess, sometimes I can actually find things better than my room being clean, but I at least want to, make sure it's, livable and stuff like that, where people actually want to go in my room, people want to have fun in here. Not being like, oh, the stinky, messy room that the teenager has, stuff like that. So, that's one of my big goals here, because it's probably a consistent goal that I'm gonna try to maintain. I know I probably won't. There'll be times when my room does get severely messy, and I gotta clean it. I have to tell myself that I have to clean it. And, yeah, that's literally all that was on my list for this. There are more that, like I said, but they're very, very personal for me, and the most personal one was the voice one. But I think that I can improve on these goals, or at least achieve them, to the point where I think I might have a happy, successful year, and actually feel like I'm doing some work. Obviously, I might not meet some of these goals, which I do expect. Knowing me, I tend to not really finish things on time. I hope I finish this video, but I think that's really all I have to say. I just wanted to put down what I wanted to do next year, and what you guys might might see. But that's literally all I got. So, yeah. I hope this works. It's already 30 minutes long. I might edit it, but I hope people at least look at this and learn that what they might want to do for next year, what they might improve. These are New Year's resolutions for next year. I don't think I've made New Year's resolutions for 2022, so I'm making them now for 2023. Hopefully, let's see I can do it. I'll see you guys next year.